Angry Guy here, and today we're discussing growing your own wealth. All right, so today we're discussing growing your own wealth. I really wanted to jump into this topic because a lot of people don't understand the vast importance of growing your own wealth, creating wealth for yourself that is not affected, not as controlled by someone else, not living off, I heard someone describe it this way, living off the kindness of strangers. You know, when you work for someone, they basically determine if you survive. Think about it. You're basically helping someone else build their dream, and they basically decide whether or not you survive. And it's so funny because it's easy to criticize your boss. You know, it's easy to criticize the company you work for, but then at the same time, you kind of have to think about it. Yeah, but maybe you should be grateful that they even gave you a job, because you don't want to go out there and actually go and do it yourself, actually survive on your own. You know, it's funny. I want you guys to think about this. There are a lot of people who've criticized me for the way that I operate, the fact that I don't have a 9-to-5 job. Right? I made $8,000 last month. I made $8,000 last month from selling memberships and cryptocurrency courses. Okay, and I have a ton of cryptocurrency investments, and I'm building up more and more and more. And I did that. It's just me and God. And it's funny because lately I realized that you just have to always be hungry. Okay. And the fact is, when it takes time, but once you learn how to survive on your own. Every example is in chat says, howdy Angry, what's going on, bro? Once you learn how to survive and how to provide for yourself, how to go fishing. There's a saying, give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish and he'll eat for life. Right now, a lot of you guys listening that are doing the whole 9-to-5 thing, you guys are just getting a fish every day and surviving. Like, you're trading your time for a fish. You're trading your time for a fish, okay? And you might think it's the same thing as fishing. It isn't. It isn't. Trading your time for a fish is not the same thing as fishing. Holding someone else's bucket for them is not the same thing as fishing. Carrying someone else's gear for them is not the same thing as fishing, okay? It isn't. And it's funny because, you go fishing and then you go fishing, but you're not actually fishing yourself. Okay, the guy with the line is the one who's fishing, and then he gives you like one fish from like the 10 that they caught, and you're like, so he gets 10 and I get 1. And but you're like, oh well, it's enough to eat, and it's enough to eat. All right, I don't need 10 fish. It's enough to eat. But here's the funny thing. One day he says, yeah, listen, I can't keep you on anymore. I don't need you. I just bought this new machine, and it can do everything that you did. I don't need you to carry the stuff for me anymore. But yeah, that's about it. He doesn't even say thank you on the way out. He's like, yeah. He's like, that's it. And you're like, wait, what am I supposed to do? How am I going to eat? I was loyal, and he's like, yeah, but I give you a fish every day. You gave me your time, and then our business was done. Now I don't need you to carry my fish anymore, to carry my bucket anymore. That's that. and now he doesn't know how to survive. And that guy ends up hungry, potentially homeless. Thing is, you have to learn how to go out there and fish for yourself. You have to develop those skills. Okay, you have to be able to think outside of the box. How can I eat? How can I survive? What can I do to generate an income for myself? All right. And as we're heading into this global recession, I've told you, a lot of you guys, the best bet for you right now is to buy cryptocurrency. It is. I said it because a lot of you have not developed those skills. And if it takes time to find what you're good at, and you're going to have lots and lots of failures. And one of the worst times to try to figure out what you're good at doing is when you are just completely desperate. Okay? It's one thing to be hungry, it's another thing to be desperate, okay? And sometimes people can channel desperation, into something positive because they're hungry. But at other times, when you're desperate, trying to avoid hunger, it's you'll start doing anything. You'll start doing things that aren't practical at all, or at least they're not going to work out in the short term. So you have to be hungry. You have to be hungry, and you have to start out early on. So right now, investing for a lot of you is going to be the best way that you can find a way to survive in the social economic collapse that we're heading into right now, because it is quite serious. I'm looking at this one piece of news, and it says that Apple and Facebook now competing with banks, not Bitcoin. So yeah, Apple and Facebook are now are competing with the banks, and that's the interesting thing. Yeah. Facebook sources say the stablecoin white paper will come out on June 18th, so they're going to try to launch their white papers. Facebook is going to launch a white paper. SIA coin price analysis. SIA is on track to catch the bull. SIA was one of the first cryptocurrencies I invested in, and Neo seems to be as stable as of now. Bitcoin reclaims $8,000 as coin sees green. Experts warn of ominous stock market volatility. Anyone who is like, the Fed is basically trying to calm everyone and tell everyone like, oh, don't worry too much. It's all going to be okay. And the markets, the stock markets are beyond volatile right now. Okay, like they go up 500, they drop 800, they go back up 1,000, and everyone's like, everything's good. This is exactly what you would expect before a Great Depression, like a great financial collapse. And everyone's gonna act like they didn't see it coming because the numbers are being fudged. Eric says, sorry, I've been gone. I'm just glad that you're back, bro. Just glad to see you back. Tim says, hey, Sensei, did you get my referral links? You can get free crypto for the long run. Yeah, I did actually see the Coinbase links. I already have a Coinbase account. But I'm really proud of you. The fact that you're taking initiative to build your wealth. Like, what Tim's doing right now is actually like using links to get free crypto for himself and also help others to get free crypto. So that's really great, guys. Like, you have to Tim is actually doing a lot of things right now. I mean, don't forget, I think it was last year that he put out his own, either it was earlier this year or last year, or late last year. It was earlier this year that he put out his own game, his own mobile game on, I think on Google Play. And I had him on the channel and he was discussing the game. And, again, guys, you guys have to learn how to fish for yourself. Tim has been buying tons of courses lately, and he's been taking them and using them to actually build up his wealth and resources, to actually, become an intermediary between people who want cryptocurrency but don't know how to get it. And you're going to have to literally take that and use that. These are the things that you need to do. But Tim is Generation Z. Generation Y is Generation Lazy. See, you like that? You like that? Generation Y is Generation Lazy. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you guys, like, if you don't start making a change right now, because right now we're literally in the midst of the socioeconomic collapse, and if you don't start actually like preparing and start building up your wealth and resources, growing your wealth, growing your own wealth, then you're going to have so much trouble surviving, so much trouble doing, just being able to make it through this. So you need to learn those wealth building skills so that you can actually have a future, so that you can actually sustain yourself. Don't forget right now that all courses are on sale at cryptomoney.academy. There's actually an hour and 18 minutes left if you want to go and take a course. One of the best courses to pick up right now is how to time the crypto market and make massive profit. I definitely recommend everyone pick up that course. And if you head over there, Basically, with this course, you're going to learn how to time the crypto market and make massive profit. You're going to learn how to spot the key factors that indicate cryptocurrency market behavior, learn how to profit from cryptocurrency market gains and losses. You're going to learn a lot of these foundationary things, things that you need to know so that you can figure out how to actually profit from the market. For example, Bitcoin recently went down by $8,000. Recently went down from its high. It fell below 8,000, and it happened just as someone moved 25,000 coins to Coinbase and then move them off Coinbase, and that was done just to literally shake the market. All right, and a lot of people ended up trying, like, not a lot, they didn't get a lot of people, but there were some people who were foolish enough to sell their cryptocurrency, and they lost, but most people didn't get taken. Right now, Bitcoin's back over 8,000, and it's gonna jump past 9,000 and then all the way to 10,000 and then probably to 11,000. It's gonna be pretty crazy. It's gonna be a wild ride. And like I said, it's not the coins you should be investing in are not Bitcoin. They're crap coins. I have a course for you guys how to choose and invest in altcoins that'll increase by 10 times to 1,000 times in value. That course I offer for $299. It's going for $99.99 right now as part of the flash sale. And you have to learn how to figure out which courses, using one of these courses to make your money, to grow your own wealth. And like I said, all of these are great courses. We have also how to take profit from cryptocurrency and not lose your entire investment, something that sadly a lot of people are going to end up doing. We have how to get valuable cryptocurrency for free without mining or paying for it. And Tim's already gotten about 15 different cryptocurrencies for free without mining or paying for it using this course. We also have how to buy Bitcoins anonymously and through secret methods, because a lot of people are spending massive premiums, not trying to get Bitcoin so they can buy other cryptocurrency. But you're going to learn how to practically do it using cash. You can also take introduction to cryptocurrency if you don't know anything about cryptocurrency, because there's a huge learning curve. And we also have introduction to day trading cryptocurrency for a living, which is a big course that a lot of you guys should be focusing on, because for those of you that don't know how to invest, don't know how to day trade, this is going to be one way to make money while you're building yourself up, especially in this massive, rapidly changing economy. But yeah, guys, you need to focus on yourself. You need to focus on your wealth building, because no one's going to do it for you. No one's going to come to your rescue. That's the honest to goodness truth. Let me see here. I like the fact that a lot of you are networking with each other. That's the best thing to be doing. Cryptonomy says, Angry, what's the best way to find your own accommodation temporary while trying to support yourself? Like way around these reference checks. What's the best way to find your own accommodations temporarily? Okay, so do you mean growing your own wealth? Like I said, for me right now, I've said this before, if you're talking about finding a place to live, that's something that you're going to have to research on your own. There are hostels, but they get filled up pretty quickly. If you're talking about providing for yourself as you're working, quickly, I would look into day trading cryptocurrency. I would also start accumulating as much free cryptocurrency as you possibly can. The course that I just mentioned that teaches you how to get tons of free cryptocurrency without mining it or paying for it, that's an incredible course. Tim's already gotten 15 different cryptocurrencies since he took the course a week or two ago. So that's potentially thousands of dollars worth of crypto right now that he's sitting on, and I recommend that's one way to safeguard yourself, just to get tons of free cryptocurrency right now and then basically as the bull run hits in, you'll have that as a nice nest egg. Another thing is basically learn social media, developing a presence on social media, thinking outside of the box. I'm going to be putting out more courses on building wealth on social media as well, because there's so many different things you can do to build wealth on social media. So that's something that I'm going to start focusing on more and more for you guys. But anyway, I want to know what you guys think about this. If you agree that growing your own wealth is so important. You can find links to all the courses I discussed also in the description of the video at cryptomoney.academy. But let me know if you agree that growing your own wealth is one of the most important things you can do for yourself right now, because we're heading into a serious socioeconomic financial decline. And if you don't know how to grow your own wealth, then you're not going to know you're not going to know how to survive. So let me know what you think in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. Love God, get money, and cheers.